today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 20 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Screen play set up for Williams. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll throw again. Cousins. This pass complete to Higgins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They run. It's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 111 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Fields on third down. He's got Bellinger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. The Bengals come into this one still undefeated this deep in the year despite the one tie. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. These two teams all tied after 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Julian Okwara. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Fields throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Fields on 1st down. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a 1st down and not a touchdown.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Smith. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Tate. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. A good pickup there at 22.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Cousins. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Rolling to his right. He's got this downfield to McBride. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That pass caught, it's Williams. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here with a visiting Steelers. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now a give to Taylor. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Meanwhile, now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will stop right around the 25. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Steelers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. Should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Fields throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Smith trying to run for it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Cousins. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Fields. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. They begin the drive with Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Now Williams. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now, oh no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins looking left side. That's caught by Landry. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. He's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Johnson's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So now the Bengals down by a field goal, and time a huge factor. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now this throw caught left side. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. This is taken in by McBride. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's the Steelers' turn, trailing by 4. A little under 50 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Here's Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Finding Kelsey. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.